quick Bitcoin update and altcoins are pumping. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day depending on the time you're watching this. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for many of you. In today's live stream, we'll be talking about a quick update on Bitcoin, and altcoins are also pumping, right? So we're going to go ahead and see with our daily technical analysis. I do want to go ahead and mention markets are very, very slow, right? We are seeing the stock market actually finish off pretty strong today, and Bitcoin is still in this undecisiveness of where it wants to go, right? Doesn't want to go up, doesn't want to go down, and I know it's probably not something you want to hear, but unfortunately that's where we're at today, right? So let's go ahead and get started with today's live stream. Thank you, Happy, for being here on today's live stream. Really do appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the market, but in the meantime, while we go ahead and do that, let me go ahead and start getting the stream shield to the community. So let me go ahead and start posting that with the community. Kind of starting the day a little late right now for me. I mean, the good thing about this is that even though we've been a little bit late with you know, putting out content, the thing is right now with the way the market has been, it's been really like kind of shaky and iffy, and I think it gives us a little bit more of a better time to know when things are how things are going to be doing, right? So how's it going, Ryan? Hope you're having a good one, bro. Hope you're feeling better. By the way, how is it after the surgery, man? Are you feeling a lot better? Are you quickly recovering? Thank you for being here today on today's live stream. Really do appreciate you. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and start shilling this to the community. I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm pretty exhausted. I haven't been sleeping these last couple days. I'm like running on just a whole bunch of freaking caffeine right now. Yeah, sure, Ryan, I'll definitely go ahead and do check out MMG right now in a while. Alrighty, awesome. So let me go ahead and minimize the screen because all of you didn't come here to look at my face, right? You guys came here to look at some charts. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and pull out the live stream on, as I like to call it, my mobile device. So in the meantime, just like Ryan has, go ahead and start shilling me some tokens that you want me to go ahead and talk about today or review. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the stream popping today. Let me go ahead and pull out the live stream right here. Markets have been extremely slow. 16 days ago, still on the med, very sore. I hope you're doing better, Ryan. I'm glad to hear that you at least got the help you needed, right? I know you've been waiting literally months, man. So it's good to finally hear that you had to go through the procedure, and I hope you feel a lot better than you did before prior. Wishing you a best recovery, my guy. Thanks for always showing love, bro. It's like, it really means a lot. Like the fact that you were in here, like while you're going through so much pain, like it's insane. Like I can't imagine, right? Like if I'm going through that much pain, I would say, you know, probably physically, I think the last thing I want to know is about how Bitcoin's doing, right? So you're freaking strong, bro, and I'm glad to hear that you've gotten that help that you needed. Dab Master, how's it going, man? Long time no see. How you been? Wow, chat's actually doing pretty good. We have 10 viewers so far. Not what I was expecting. You know, these markets have been a little shaky. Ryan, hi Dab. Rick, hope you're doing great out there. How's it going, Rick the Rooster? Hope you're having a good one, man. How's your day going so far, your night? And let's go ahead and talk about the market, right? I want to go ahead and do a quick technical analysis on the market. I did mention yesterday that I do believe that the market will be ending in a green, and I'm still going to stick to that narrative. We are seeing the stock market reverse pretty well. The one thing that I've noticed with the market is we were kind of a little bit slow because we had President's Day, which I wasn't even aware of, and it was a holiday in the States, and they actually the stock market wasn't open, right? So it was a long weekend, which I wasn't aware of. And Bitcoin has been literally just in this consolidation phase looking for a major breakout. So I think the breakout is going to be to the upside. More people are screaming to be on the bearish side of things. I'm doing actually quite the opposite. And the reason why is because we talked about how Bitcoin has a pretty good range of liquidations within the zone right here. And most importantly, doesn't have any resistance within the $53,000 up to the 57, right? We talked about this as well, using our volume, what is it called, the volume something indicator. We see right here that there's no area of resistance. The only area of resistance right here is around the 57,293, right? So I do believe, I'm still going to stick to the narrative that we will be seeing some sort of short squeeze with Bitcoin. Obviously, if we do go ahead and lose this support around 50,247 on Bitcoin, this thing will be going down, and yeah, you can say goodbye to a short squeeze, right? So we will be seeing Bitcoin come back down to these $43,000 range, but in my opinion, I do think we're going to go ahead and do that major breakout of 57,000, and it's going to catch a lot of people by surprise, right? I think a lot of people are extremely bearish at the moment, more than actually being bullish. So that is one thing I definitely do want to go ahead and touch about. So we're going to go ahead and see how Bitcoin does right now. I mean, it's still consolidating within this range. I did talk about that these last couple days ago before we saw this major breakout to the upside. We also saw Bitcoin consolidate within this range within about an 8-day period before we saw a major breakout. So right here with Bitcoin, if you go ahead and measure to the day that we're at, we're actually 7 days in, right? So I do expect, it doesn't mean because it pumped within 8 days is going to do the same exact thing. I'm just saying that typically when Bitcoin sees this kind of consolidation, typically then we're followed with a major move, whether that's to the upside or to the downside, right? So I would say that by the end of the week we should get a better idea. If not by the end of the weekend, we should get a better idea of where Bitcoin is heading. Is it going to be going up or is it going to be going down, right? So I know a lot of you have been very impatient and not too sure of where the market is heading. So just be very careful when it comes to longing or shorting this market. And if you are looking to go ahead and long or trade this market, go ahead and check out BingX. This platform is non KYC, as same thing with MEXC and Bybit being one of the best platforms to go ahead and trade on. And if you need a VPN, go ahead and check out NordVPN, offering 69% off with 3 months extra. But with that being said, let's go over to some technical analysis on Solana. With Solana, we have lost this area of support, which is not a really good sign, honestly. You know, the fact that we got rejected at the 114 is really bearish, and we also did lose the support at around 106, right? Can Solana come back? 100%, but in my opinion, I think Solana is looking more bearish than ever. And if Solana does continue to lose this area of support, we could go ahead and see Solana coming down to these levels that we once talked about back around December, within the $60 to $69 range for Solana, right? Doesn't mean we're going to go ahead and dump there that quickly. We obviously could see another short squeeze as well with Bitcoin, similar to like Bitcoin, I mean, and we could also go ahead and see that with Solana. But I mean, Solana has been trending up, but if we don't go ahead and you know, try to break back up, we are going to be entering that downtrend, because it does look like we are entering a downtrend right now for Solana, which is a very bearish thing right now for Solana, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. So just be careful with Solana right now. I do think that with Solana going down, this is definitely going to push a lot of meme tokens to the upside that are on the Solana side of things. Typically when we see the dominance of Solana drop, we tend to see the risk on behavior go more onto the meme tokens, right? Because if you remember when Solana was pumping and doing this breakout right here, meme tokens were actually doing kind of bad, right? So typically when we see some red on Solana right here, when we saw some red on Solana when it topped off at around the 16th of February, we saw a lot of new tokens coming out, right? So that's actually kind of bullish for the market in my opinion. And if you are looking to go ahead and check out any trades to enter, I would definitely go ahead and recommend checking out Pal World. We are in this consolidation phase. We have been holding this area of support pretty well, getting close to this breakout to the upside. We have a level of resistance at around this $300,000 range right here, or 400,000 depending on where you're looking at this. But I would say a strong area of resistance that we're kind of struggling with right now is around the 348,000 market cap. But so far we have been holding these areas pretty well, and we are slightly up for today, right? So I actually did load it up a little bit on my position on PAL, and they are actually announcing some giveaways that they're going to be doing for the meme competition. And they all also did get a freaking article, I think, just recently from Bazinga. So let me go ahead and see where that's at. Yeah, I got to be careful with what I'm scrolling when I'm on Twitter, right? PAL, right? Let's see. Can I see PAL? I thought I retweeted it. Let's see. Okay, right here. I think they already posted the article. Yup, right here. It just got about 5 seconds ago on Bazinga. I'm revealing undervalued Marvels, AMC, GME, CBDC, and PAL, Solana, Gem beyond conventional coins. So that is really, really cool. So we have that going on right there with PAL. They also have a burning mechanism, not a burning mechanism, but they do have a burning event that they will be doing later on today as well. And we do have this giveaway that if 25 people in the space enter, they will be giving away about 50,000 PAL. And if 100 people enter, that's 200,000 PAL, right? So if you want to go ahead and get some free money, go ahead and check out palworld.solana, or you could go ahead and check out the smart contract that I'm going to provide right here. I've been working very closely with the team as far as like being a moderator on the TG. So if you guys do go ahead and show up, you guys would definitely go ahead and see me there. That's why I've been literally with no sleep, man. I've been literally sleeping like 3-4 hours a day these last couple days. Again, I'm running on freaking energy drinks. Like I'm pretty exhausted, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I literally have my energy drink right here that I'm drinking. Plus I already took some caffeine in the morning as soon as I woke up. So imagine how geeked up I am right now, right? So that's kind of like what you got to put into work, right? So you'll definitely go ahead and catch me there. You know, we do a lot of rating competitions, and we also constantly are just chilling. You know, we're just vibing, trying to go ahead and pump our bags because that's what you got to do in this space, man. And the good thing about this is that, you know, typically a lot of these tokens don't last no more than 15 minutes, and this thing has lasted for over 2 days. New callers are coming. Soul Trending got in yesterday. It didn't do too well, but we are looking to go ahead and add Soul Trending again today, which is tonight, because usually during this time of the market, it's really, really slow, right? So even if you do see some tokens pumping, it's not as crazy as typically when you see a lot of these tokens pump at night, right? This one, Shuba, being the latest one about 4 hours ago, that is kind of slightly pumping, but nothing too crazy, right? So we'll definitely go ahead and keep an eye on Shuba as well in my end if you guys want to go ahead and trade that. It looks actually like a pretty good trading opportunity. So yeah, just typically I don't like trading during this time. I traded a little bit earlier today, got into a few rug pulls, and it made a little bit of SOL. I think I made about 2 SOL or 1.5. So there is a little bit trades, but it's more of a higher probability of getting dumped on, right? So if you want to go ahead and check out Pal World, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and provide, did I provide the smart contract already? I did, bro. I did. I apologize. See, I'm like half asleep. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and read some comments real quick right now. What's up, Mr. Dot? What's up, John? ETH is looking like it's going to explode. Here's something that I could hope you could look at together. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, hit the like button, Chad. Really do appreciate it. Rick the Rooster, quick question. How can I sell my Pepe 2.0? I can't sell or trade. Rick, where is your Pepe 2.0 located? If you're holding on to the old Pepe 2.0, the old smart contract, I don't think that one's available anymore, man. You're out of luck if you didn't send out your tokens when the new Pepe 2.0 came out, right? It depends on the error that you're getting. I don't know what kind of error you're getting. Maybe it's a low liquidity error. Maybe you're trading the wrong token. So if you want to go ahead and reach out for help, just reach out to me directly on Twitter. I'll be more than glad to help you out at Altcoin John. Send me a direct message and I'll go ahead and try to do the best in my ability to go ahead and help you out with that. But more than likely, if you didn't send out your Pepe 2.0 tokens when they were doing the new contract, then you're kind of screwed, man. I'm sorry to say. They ended up launching a new contract. That's kind of the problem that happened with Pepe 2.0. Fixed volume index. There you go, man. Fixed volume index. It's my first. It's no, I wouldn't say. Well, I don't want to say my exactly first time using it, but I've used it. Well, I've been talking about it, right, these last couple weeks on using it because I had somebody, a buddy of mine, show me how to use it, and I was like, dude, this is freaking amazing. So is this the token right here, bro? Launch block. I just don't understand how the liquidity is not being shown. Is this come out today? No. This is just weird. Is this the right contract? Dot. Or am I tripping? Jonathan, how's it going, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. I keep meaning to order some Dubby, and the flavors look wild. Yeah, man, Dubby's freaking amazing, bro. I haven't ordered some Dubby in a cool minute, just because these last couple months I actually cooled down on caffeine, because I was like drinking a lot of freaking caffeine, and I actually like kind of like chilled down on caffeine, and now I'm back on my caffeine days, right? Freaking sleepless nights, freaking just content creation, freaking being in this degenerate crypto space. Like, dude, this space is really no sleep, man. Like, if you really want to go ahead and be successful and win and learn in this space, you got to be willing to put in the hours. And the amount of hours and work that I've done and I put into this space in the last couple weeks have been freaking insane, man. So I'm back to my caffeine days. I think right now the flavor that I have left for Dubby, I have this blueberry ras, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like anything blue raspberry, because it reminds me of this one pre-workout that just kind of grossed me the F out. And this is kind of like the only Dubby that I have left. And the reason why I don't drink as much Dubby anymore right now is because one of them, I don't really like this blue raspberry flavor. Like, I really don't like it. So like, it doesn't really motivate me to drink it, but it doesn't taste bad. Like, I just don't like blue raspberry flavor anything, you know what I mean? But this one doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste bad whatsoever. I could actually drink this, but I just don't like blue raspberry drinks at all. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it, right? But the one that I do like, which is surprisingly, because I don't like fruit punch, it's the fruit punch one right here. This one's freaking fire. I would recommend this one, the Calio cream, super freaking fire. The beach and peach, freaking fire. I like dragon fruit, but this is not that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one looks freaking fire though. Like, I saw this one, I got an email from them, and I'm thinking of getting this one right now, soon, probably in the next coming weeks. I'm probably gonna go ahead and put in a pretty decent order, because I like getting a pretty bundle. Like, they have these bundles right here, look. Which they actually sold out. That's the bundle that I got last time, right? So you guys used to always see me drink Dubby all the time, because I ended up getting this bundle right here, which you guys could use my code Pepe2 on checkout to go ahead and get 10% off on your order. But you could also go ahead and do this one, which is $63. Build your own tub. This is actually pretty good. I'm probably gonna do this one this week or next week. By the end of the week, I'll probably do this one. Look, they sold it out of the pomegranate. I don't think I've ever tried this one. This one looks pretty fire though. But also the thing that I saw that they're doing now is that they're doing these hydration freaking drinks, bro. Like, these are freaking fire. Like, I usually get pretty dehydrated a lot because of the caffeine I drink. So like, I think these are pretty cool. The hydration drinks are fire, bro. I used to get the strawberry banana. These are really good too for the gym, right? But I haven't tried this one right here, watermelon pineapple. So it looks like they changed the flavors. Like, they don't really bring them back, which kind of sucks, because I love the strawberry banana one they had. But I guess it's good because they switch it up, right? But enough with the shill, man. I really do like Dubby, but I had to take a break on that because I was drinking too much caffeine. But I think I'm gonna have to get back into it again and honestly just start drinking it. The problem with these, I'm gonna be honest with you, is that these taste so freaking good that you'll end up drinking like 3 or 4 a day. And that's what I was doing. I was drinking like 3 or 4 freaking Dubbies a day, and I was so geeked up, bro. Like, I was freaking like so geeked. Like, I'm pretty geeked right now, but when I was drinking the Dubbies, I was freaking constantly geeked, man, because they taste really, really freaking good, and you get focused. Like, whatever you're gaming, you're studying, you're working, you get so laser focused that you're just like focused on the goal, right? And I usually used to drink that too when I would go to the gym as pre-workout. I don't know what this launch pad is, bro. This launch block, like, I just don't understand why it's showing zero action on this. No, but yeah, Dubby's pretty good. Right now what I'm drinking is a Celsius tropical vibe, and like I said, I already took some caffeine this morning, but I'm like super exhausted. I'm like running on like, I think I went to sleep last night at like 4 a.m. man. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's actually not that bad. 5 hours of sleep I did today. Yeah, 5 hours of sleep, but you know, I haven't had really good sleep these last couple of nights. I've been sleeping like 3-4 hours a day for the past 3 days, and I did the same thing last week. So yeah, that's kind of the thing with me with caffeine, man. And with W, like I'll just be drinking 3 or 4. So launchblock.com. So it looks like they're listed on exchanges. So this is the reason why you're not seeing too much liquidity on the dexes, and they look really sketchy because most of the people trading these tokens are exchanges. So the digital asset fundraising platform. Forward now on Block. Get some right now. Launch is completed. So these are like pre-sales in. This is really cool. They raised over 100,000 right here, 40 ETH. Grapes, I wonder how they did. Get your grape coin tokens or tickets. Interesting. This is really cool, man. I like this. I think right now with the narrative of like AI and like people talking about gaming and all this, you know, typically when you make a lot of money is on these platforms that do like fundraisers. You can definitely go ahead and make a lot of freaking money, bro. Make a lot of freaking money. So I would really like to go ahead and know how this launch went. It looks like it just ended recently. Can we find the contract for this? Because I want to see if they usually pump and dump right away, right? Because we know Pink Cell has a really good has a really high chance of doing that, right? They usually always do massive pump and dumps. Like as soon as they go live, they just dump, or sometimes they pump, you know, 2-3x, and then they're done with, right? So we do see Forward right here. They're listed on KuCoin, Uniswap, Pancake. So it looks like they're bridged. All right, so can we see the freaking smart contract, man? Like when it comes to projects like this, like nothing else bothers me more. And we do see that they are backed by some pretty big freaking companies, man. MEXC Global, Bitcoin.com, like these are some pretty big venture capitals, right? So Lotus Capital has been out for a while. A lot of the venture capitals died off last bull run because all of them were like literally coming out of thin air and everybody was making money. And a lot of them were over leveraged, so a lot of venture capitals and hedge funds actually, you know, shut down with this last crash. But it's good to go ahead and see some recognizable venture capitals that I've seen, like Lotus Capital still being around. But most of these venture capitals are new ones. They're probably the same freaking the same people too, right? But the only one I could recognize is Lotus Capital, and I know Bitcoin.com is a pretty big website for SEO traffic for a lot of these articles or news, whatever the case is. I would like to go ahead and see where the smart contract is, bro. This is the thing that kind of bothers me when you look for tokens like this. Is like, dude, I just want the freaking smart contract. Like, you guys should go ahead and make it easy for people like myself that don't have the time to go ahead and sit here and read every freaking page, bro. It's like I got to look at what makes sense for me, right? For me, I want to look at the freaking chart. So like, how difficult is it to go ahead and post the freaking smart contract to a project? Like that bothers me a lot, man. So now I have to go ahead and do my extra research and try to look for it. All right, so we see Forward Protocol. I finally found it, and I finally found the address. So we're gonna go ahead and look at how this token's doing. Okay, so this token went out 16 days ago. So was it an immediate pump and dump? How did it do? Yeah, so it was a dump. So I guess maybe not when it goes live. To not, do not buy these, I guess, unless like you're already automatically in profits. So I would definitely go ahead and sell. But that's what I would like to go ahead and know, like how much, what is the allocations for this? How does it usually work out? It's a really cool platform. I like it. As I said, it tells you right here, token price is 0.0112, and where is it at right now? 0.015, but it went live at 0.02. So it did actually not that bad. It actually didn't do that bad at all. So you would make money literally as soon as you invest into this. As soon as you invest into the pre-sale, you make money literally as soon as it goes live. Now the question is, how long do they actually, hold on to your funds? Is there like a vesting cycle? Is there not a vesting cycle? That's kind of the question we have to also ask ourselves. Honestly, I don't know why I'm going back and forth. Like, these pages are confusing me right now. All right, yeah, this is freaking confusing me right now. All right, where is it? Okay, right here. Hard cap, 100,000 USDT. It tells you right here. So Forward is an AI-driven no-code solution for building and deploying dApps blockchains. Yeah, this is like bullish because of the whole entire AI narrative. So this is where it's important, right? So when you're going into these tokens and you're going to invest as an early investor, this is the thing that you need to focus on very, very, very heavily on, right? So not only what are they doing, but you have to focus on how this platform is going to distribute your funds, right? We have it right here. Vesting schedules. The launch block.com community who invests in the public round token sale will be subject to the vesting schedules. This is as follows. So we have public round, price is 0.0112, vesting 15% unlocked at TGE, 3-month cliff, 3-month linear release, and 6-month total vesting. So seed is 8%, linear unlocked for 6 months after 9 months total. Private is 10%, linear unlocked for 3 months after that 6 months total. Team is 12-month cliffed, daily linear release for 24 months. So the token, the team's going to be able to sell a percentage of tokens for about 2 years, 2 years and a half total daily. Advisors get 3-month cliff daily linear release for 6 months. And then this is where we have right here. This is for the public round, and this is the public round tokenomics. So this is where you gotta always want to focus on, like, it's like how much money that you put in, like how much money can you actually take out. So it looks like about 15% on this with the TGE, whatever that is. I can't remember what that means. 3-month cliff, 3-month linear release. So you got to always focus on this and which one how much is the percentage you're going to get unlocked, right? So these are really cool to make money. I know last bull run, these were freaking massive. The linears weren't as bad if I could remember, like the vesting cycles. But when it comes to these tokens, that's what you always want to focus on. It's like, yeah, you might be getting an early entry, but like by the time your tokens get unlocked, are you going to be able to break even, or are you even going to make money out of it? And that's kind of like the risk you take on, right? So you just got to be a little careful on that. Let's go ahead and read some comments real quick. Rick says, I will reach out on Twitter. What do you think about BNB Tiger and Baby BNB Tiger? I know the narrative was pretty big. I was in Baby BNB Tiger about it's almost going to be a year. The thing is with a lot of these meme tokens that I learned is like as soon as you make your money, you want to be out of the token, right? You don't want to hold on to these tokens for too long. I wouldn't recommend it. There's people that do hold on for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. I would only do that with like maybe a SHIB or like a Doge. But when it comes to these tokens, I think the narrative switched so fast that, you know, sometimes if you're dollar cost averaging, you're probably dollar cost averaging into a token that's completely dead, right? So you just have to be very, very careful with that. So that's what I remember last with Baby BNB Tiger. Like I remember I was in and I was kind of in profits. It did a 2-3x, didn't take profits, and then the token pretty much kind of died down. I don't know where it's at now. Actually, this is it. I was using DeFi scanner contract, but this is a DEX scanner one. Awesome. I already checked it out. Appreciate you, Mr. Dot. You made me kind of work for the contract. Tillery, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Pepe Pumping? Hope you all got some when I called it a couple weeks ago. I remember that, man. How was it? We had an attack on us yesterday because of the new Pepe that made, but we Reddit that got mad at us and the good Pepe. Nice, man. Meek, how's it going? Hey, Marvin Community sends you awesome love. I really appreciate you, man. Astria, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Mr. Dot, yeah, don't chase the gold, sell the shovels. 100%, Mr. Dot, I agree with you. Pepe, Sol, Pepe on Sol, let's freaking go. Can you go ahead and provide the smart contract, Tillery? Bro, pull up Pepe. All right, let's go ahead and see it. I remember you told me about Pepe, and I ended up fading it because, like, I'm telling you, these narratives just don't last too long. So I kind of learned in a hard way how these tokens usually work. So this thing has been going on for 12 days. It's at a 1 million market cap. I mean, it's reversing. I mean, it did over a 5x in the last 24 hours, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I might consider throwing in some money on this. Are you guys like soul trending Is there anything going on with Pepe right now? Typically, when I'm looking at Pepe, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like using Dex Screener. I feel like Dex tools is just not a thing for Solana. I feel like it's not as it just not as visually. It doesn't look good visually, in my opinion. Not as good, right? So let's go ahead and look at Pepe right here. I like getting this kind of information, right? The transactions per minute, per hour, 6 hours. Let's see if we can find any entries. Maybe we go ahead and jump into a small position on Pepe, but I honestly, I just don't want to chase a green, because usually every time I put some money into something like this, it always freaking dumps on me, man. Always freaking dumps on me. So yeah, this thing's a little too high right now. What I want to go ahead and see is like how many people actually sell off right here. Sometimes we see these reversals that actually don't happen, or sometimes we do see those full-on reversals happen, right? So let's see if we can find an entry on this. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to market cap. Let's see if I could get a little dip right here in the next couple minutes. I'm definitely going to go ahead and throw in about like 1 SOL into this, right? Because this is definitely going to be a safer play to throw money into. But right now I'm going to be looking at the 1 hourly. We are seeing volume slightly a little bit decrease. We see that 13% down, but it looks like the dips are getting eaten out pretty quickly. So eaten out. What am I saying, bro? Marvin on ETH, love you, bro, man. I love you too, man. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna have a video for you guys up today, man. I apologize, I've been extremely busy, but yeah, it looks like the dips are getting eaten out pretty quickly, man. So let me go ahead and place a small little trade on this, and we're just gonna play it safe, right? Because as I mentioned, I always get freaking wrecked every time I buy these tokens when they're pumping. But let's see where they're at right now. Let's look at the market cap. I'm using Photon right now, which is a really good trading bot that you can use for Ethereum as well and Solana. So it looks like we are breaking and we are getting that that excitement in there. Let's go ahead and see the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart is looking kind of bullish. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's about to break resistance. So I'm probably going to enter a small little position right now and see where things go moving forward. Yeah, we're definitely going to have some sort of breakout. So let me go ahead and enter. I'm going to enter with 1 SOL, man. I mean, I'm feeling bullish with this. I feel like we're going to see a break. Hopefully it doesn't get friggin' rejected here, man. But we should be seeing this breakout right here at 1.9 million, and our next target could be about 2.6 million. So if the thing is with these tokens that are riding at this amount, it's a little bit safer to throw in like 1 Solana, as opposed to like other projects. It's not worth throwing in that much money, right? Typically when they're like very risky projects, I don't like throwing in no more than $25 or $10. Like for example, Camel, I traded this pretty well, and I made like maybe like a 1.5 SOL or 2 this morning when I woke up. And I was trading this thing early on, since it was at like $4,000-$6,000, and I was selling as it was going up. It went as high as 80,000. I don't think I sold the top because it moved so quick, but I did sell around this range, and I also did take a little loss around this zone right here. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I didn't throw in like 1 or 2 SOL into this. Like I threw in like $25, like $10. Like it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but if you throw in like $10 right here and you see the freaking project like literally do a 10x, like that's $100 right there. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to ever be putting in 2, 3, 4 SOL, because then a lot of these projects rug pull right away, right? So I think Pepe, this one, I felt a little bit comfortable throwing in that one SOL. We'll see where it goes. We'll come back later on today to go ahead and check that. But with that being said, if you are looking for a good trading platform to go ahead and trade with a bot, BankBot freaking sucks, bro. So I wouldn't recommend any of you to trade with BankBot. I would recommend checking out Photon, which is a really good platform. And if you're used to trading on leverage, this platform is going to be very easy for you to use. You know, it's a really good sniper bot. This is where a lot of like the big whales like to use this bot to go ahead and snipe tokens early on. Like this token just came out about a minute ago, and look how quick this thing rug pulled already. I think this thing did a rug pull that quick. Let's see, did it? 529. I mean, it has more sells and buys. It might be worth throwing in like 10 bucks into this. I don't know. Let's see. Momentum protocol. Okay, this account doesn't exist. Not a good sign. All right, I'm gonna throw in about $10. And you see how big that pump went, dude? I should have bought in right here at the bottom when I had that feeling it was gonna freaking pump, bro. And I don't even think my order went through either to make it even better. Transaction unsuccessful. So I can't even get a freaking transaction through this token, dude. Like, what the heck? Okay, I think my order went through. All right, finally I bought $15 worth of this. Let's see how quick we could trade this. Dude, I could have had it right here. My order didn't fill. That would have been a 1x already. I think this thing might be done almost with, let's see. You don't want to throw in too much money. This is like literally just gambling, bro. So look how quick this thing moves. Like, this is like, we just don't know when they're going to rug pull. You know, are they going to rug pull it at $1,000, $3,000? Who the heck knows, man? We're up 18% for that. We kind of dumped a little bit. Let's see where we're going to get to. If they don't rug pull fast enough for us, right? Let's see. Usually I've noticed these tokens rug pull within around the $3,000 or $6,000 range. So we're going to see how far this thing could go. All right, we hit 1.6. This thing just moves way too freaking fast that even for me to sell, like, I'm more than likely going to get wrecked. So that's why it's not worth throwing too much money into this either. Because look how fast this thing's moving. Like, this is moving way too fast. Like, even if I wanted to act quick on this, I just can't, because my value goes from 20, 30% to 10% to 1% to then like negative, right? So like, look, let's try to capture this small little trade right here. Show you how this is done, right? We're up over 40%, 50%, and look, as soon as I was gonna take profits, the thing doesn't let me, man. The thing doesn't freaking let me take profits. Like, what the heck? Like, we went from 60, 80% down to like 7% now. I couldn't even take profits. Like, this thing's just way too quick. Like, these tokens just move way too freaking fast, man. Let's see if we can capture this play right here. It's getting there. It's getting there. Come on. Let's go. I think we're gonna push on this one. Come on. We're at 31%. I want a little bit more profits. If we could get past 6,000, that's gonna be looking super, super juicy. All right. We're gonna do it very, very soon. I'm gonna wait for this resistance to be broken, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take my initial out, because even if I try selling like when it was at the top, I would have more than likely gotten wrecked because of how quick the price action moves, right? So that's why you only want to put in like 15 or 10. Like, I think it's done already. See, I think this project's already done. They probably already rug pulled right now, and we're gonna see if this thing does recover. Let's see. Maybe they didn't rug pull yet. Okay, there you go. We're breaking that resistance pretty well. We're up over 84%. Look, as soon as I was about to take profits again, they dumped. So hopefully we can go ahead and get this right back. Let's see. This is a straight gambling, bro. I'm telling you, like Solana meme coin trading is not freaking trading, man. This is a straight gamble. Like tell me what freaking technical analysis is really needed here. This is a straight gamble. I'm trying to see when I can pull out my profits, because this thing just moves way too freaking quick. So I'm gonna start off with getting my initial out. That's usually what I recommend. But this is the reason why I don't risk too much on these projects anymore. It's not worth risking no more than $25, right? With this one, I'm only risking $15, and I'm already up 60%. So I'm gonna try to see if I could get this up to like 80 or 100%, and then take my initial out, and then just let the rest ride, right? Not that much money, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I literally would have made $9 in a couple minutes, right? Which is not that bad. Not a lot of money, but I mean, $9 in a couple minutes, I can't complain, man. Let's see. I kind of want to look away from the chart, but I know that's going to be the time when the chart pumps a lot, and then it just dumps and it's completely done with, right? So let's see what we could do. Come on. This thing's kind of struggling a bit, though. Looks like it's about to break that resistance at around 2,000 market cap. Let's see. We're about to break. We're about to break. Let's freaking go, man. Come on. Come on. Push up already, man. I mean, they do have a Twitter, which is quite interesting. I wonder if they're going to do any soul trending or anything before they rug. But these tokens don't last too long, right? Like I said, the timeline of these tokens are usually about 15 minutes. 15 minutes, they pump, and then they're dead. You might even witness it like live right now before I'm even able to take profits that it might dump already, right? So let's see. Okay, we're up over 123%. We're going to go ahead and take profits in a little bit right now. So I'm going to wait for this next pump. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to always sell as it's going up, right? Because it's easier for you to get filled as it's going up. When it starts coming down, yeah, good luck getting filled, bro. It's not going to happen. So I just ended up taking my initial out on that. So that's not that bad. So I took out what I put in. So I put in about, you know, $15, I think, $10. Yeah, $15, and I made $15, you know. If I'm really bullish on this, I'll just go ahead and sit on this and just wait for it to do its thing. Usually what I want to look for is, are they going to go ahead and lock the liquidity? Are they going to go ahead and do sold trending? Are they going to go ahead and get any influencers to go ahead and pump this token? As I mentioned, most of these tokens last no longer than like 15 freaking minutes, man. So you have to be very, very careful with these. But if you could exit this market very, very quickly, you're going to be able to take advantage of those dips. Let's see. I want to show you this real quick because let's see this right here. Yeah, we want to get deck screener update on this if they didn't rug pull it already. Let's see. Now they're still running. They do have locked liquidity, but it doesn't really mean much, to be honest. So we're at the 8-minute mark of this token being live. So they get like sold trending within the first couple minutes. Usually sold trending is pretty good, but with tokens like this, it's usually like exit liquidity. So you also have to be very careful. As soon as they start getting heavy marketing, you kind of want to go ahead and exit your position and take profits on a lot of these tokens. Because it's not a matter of like, are they going to go ahead and rug pull you? It's a matter of when are they? Like, is it going to be in 15 minutes? Is it going to be in 3 days? Is it going to be in 2 weeks? Usually these tokens don't last no more than 15 minutes. So if they do last more than that, they're usually a little bit bullish, or the team is being a little bit smarter on pulling the rug, I guess. But we're at the 9-minute mark right now. So we're going to see how far this token goes. And there's people trading these tokens with like $50, $30, and they're making pretty good profits, right? But they're probably using a bot. Maybe it's not even them doing it, or maybe they have a system in place where it automatically buys and sells for them, which is a lot easier to capture. Me manually, it's even difficult already as it is. But if you're using freaking BonkBot, bro, if you're using BonkBot, good luck. Or if you're using freaking Jupiter or Radium to trade this, good luck placing a trade, man. I wish you a lot of luck, because it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to freaking happen. You're not going to get filled. You know, the order's not going to go through. You're going to get wrecked by people like me that are using freaking bots and paying a higher slippage and a fee to go ahead and get their order filled, right? It's like, yeah, I need to pay a percentage more for my order to go through. So it's kind of like a pay to play, right? So also you have to have the right tools. Like this thing's at 2.65 thousand market cap. As you see, I'm up 136%, and I only put in $15. And I already took $15 of my initial investment. So now I'm up about what, 20 something dollars? If I'm not mistaken, it's about 20 something dollars. Yeah, it's like 20 something, 25, 21, $21. So that'd be like about $30, $40 profit, which is not a lot of money, man. I'm not telling you it's a lot of money, but like this is what these tokens are. Unless, let's say this token freaking hits, let's say this token hits 20,000 market cap, it's going to be $50,000. It's going to be 50,000 market cap, sorry. Now when the token starts doing, like, let's say it hits those marks where it hits 50,000 and above, then it's almost a guarantee that it's going to hit 100 to 200,000. And that's when you're willing to go ahead and wanting to put more money. That's where you want to put in 2, 3, 4, 5 SOL. But when they're at this market cap, dude, if you're putting in freaking 1 SOL, you're guaranteed that this thing's going to wreck you, right? When I'm looking for projects early on, I take the risk early on. Sometimes I do throw in 25 or 0.25 or like a half a SOL. And sometimes I get really lucky. Sometimes they do 20, 30 X's right away, right? And as it's going up and it's showing bullishness, I add more to my position. Right now, I'm not going to add more to my position because I know typically with these tokens, they rug pull like within the next couple minutes, right? So I already made what I put in. And if this thing, moons, then my $15 turns into maybe $60. But look at that. It rugged already. It rugged. So this is usually what they do, right? They pump the project, and we're gonna look at how long this project lasted, right? It lasted about 11 minutes. 11 minutes this project lasted. And sometimes you see like a massive buy-ins, but this one they pulled the liquidity already. The liquidity's out. They pulled all the money. Look at that. They pulled the liquidity, and the liquidity was supposedly locked and burned, right? Look at that. They pulled the liquidity. This is what a rug pull looks like. You guys just witnessed a rug pull live. And I just traded one. Imagine the money I could have made if I put in like $100 right here and it would have sold at the top, right? That would have been a pretty nice trade. But as I mentioned, that would have been a 5X, because I bought it at the bottom. That would have been a 5X right there. But see, the problem is, the big problem is that my bot, even with the bot that I have, I just wasn't fast enough to even be able to exit a trade that quickly, right? It just moves way too fast. So this is what a rug pull looks like. And as I mentioned, they don't last no more than 15 minutes, man. It's really, really, like these, you can make quick little flips where you can literally put in $50, turn it into like 150, 200 bucks if you can. Quick little flip. Literally, making that kind of money in 13 minutes is not too bad. If you could turn like, $50 into $200-300 in 15 minutes, it's not too bad, right? But it's literally gambling. You just don't know where it's gonna. And the thing is that as it's going up, as you're making money, what they're waiting on is that they're waiting on you for the greed to kick in. So as you put in 10, 20 bucks right here and you're making money, you're like, oh snap, I should have put in 1 SOL, bro. So now you feel confident to put in 1 SOL. Now you're putting in 2 SOL, and now right here you see this red, and you're buying the dip, and guess what? Then they pull the rug on you. So this is the reason why, like, I don't ever as much anymore put in no more than like 10 or $15 to start off with. And if the token is going in my favor, I'll go ahead and trade it up, take profits, wait for it to go back up, and then take profits again. Like right now, I had the chance to take another $20 of profit, but the thing is, this trade that I just got into, I took my initial out. So I put in $15 and I took my $15 back. So the $20 that I was in profit that I could have taken, it would have been like 30 something dollars in like 11 minutes. That's not that bad, right? That's not that bad. It's not a lot of money, but if you could do that consistently, which it's really, really freaking hard. Some of these projects rug pull you in 30 seconds. Yeah, good luck with that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this is the reality of the space. A lot of people like, dude, like this space, you just lose money. You do. And this is the way you do it. This is the way you lose money in Solana, right? You freaking put your money in the Solana token, and it freaking goes the typical way of a Solana token does, it freaking dumps in 15 minutes. So that's what I'm telling you. The short time of a lot of these projects are usually no more than 15 minutes. 15 minute, kind of bullish. If it's lasting over like a 3-day mark, super bullish, especially of how the chart's looking, right? But like, let's see if we can find anything new right now at the moment. And usually you want to check the smart contract. So because I am live right now, and because the chart was moving so quick, I already knew it was going to be a rug pull. Like the token I got into, I knew it was going to be a rug pull. That's why I didn't put in no more than 1 SOL. I only put in $15 because I knew it was a rug pull. So, by the time you're looking at the contract, a lot of you are like, bro, you're so dumb for not looking at the contract. Bro, by the time I'm looking at the contract and I'm reading the contract and looking at the holders, by that time I'm getting rug pulled. So that's what you also have to ask yourself is like, which one do you want to go ahead and get into, right? Do you want to get into that quick little flip where you could turn, your $15-20 into, 60 $80 bucks in like 11 minutes? Or do you want to get those big, those big trades early on? And to go ahead and do that, you need to sit here and literally look at the tokens that come out brand new. That's usually how I find a lot of these 20Xs is I literally just sit here. A lot of people are like, hey John, do you like get calls from callers or something like that? I'm like, no, dude. Like I literally just sit here and look at the freaking chart and see what's popping. This is about 17 minutes ago. This one looks pretty good. But typically when they're at this high market cap, typically it's already going to get ready to rug, right? This one's the SpongeBob Super Weenie Hut Inu or Junior or something like that. See this one right here, I would have taken the risk right here. This is where I would have taken the risk. Entering right here, it's kind of a hit or miss. That would have been about a 2x. So taking the risk right here is a lot of things that could happen, right? So if this thing breaks above support, resistance, I might enter a little trade right here. Like if this thing holds up pretty well. And typically you want to go ahead and take a look at Telegram to see how they're doing. Like this one right here, I might consider throwing in a little bit more money. Yeah, like look, this thing's pumping right now. Like this is typically a good sign. Not all the time though, because this thing could go, yeah, $51,000. So you could either do two things, right? You either risk entering the trade right here, which usually I do, and usually these do very, very well. These kind of tokens that you see what you're seeing right now, when you see this consolidation before a breakout, these tokens usually do like 100 to 200,000. Like with this one, just looking at it without really looking too much at it, I think this thing could probably do a 200,000 or 150 if you don't rug pull just now, right? So with that being said, like right now this thing's really freaking pumping, right? So like my question is, can I enter a trade on this? Typically we do see this rejection on this resistance. There's going to be a lot of profit taking around here. And I'm going to try to see if I could get in on this dip, because I usually always get wrecked when I try to chase a candle. So I'm going to patiently wait and see if we could go ahead and break below it. If we can, there's probably a probability it won't. But if it does continue to pump, then that's when I would consider enter a trade, right? Like right now it's at 45,000. We do see support is around at 44,000. So like right here, for example, if I really want to get into this, I would just go ahead and wait right here. See, the thing is, you got to check, are they doing sold trending? Do they have any sold trending going? Let's go ahead and see, do they have sold trending going? Because if you have sold trending, this thing's gonna freaking like rocket. Look, see, we're seeing a lot of people buying the dip on that too, but you want to be very, very careful. Right now I'm checking the sold trending right now, if they're on sold trending yet. You want to usually want to check their Telegram too. You want to see their Telegram and see if they're how active they are. But typically a lot of these projects too, like they usually dump around the 40 to 50,000 market cap. This is usually where you see a lot of these projects die off. But this one looks a little good, man. I'm not gonna lie, this one actually looks kind of bullish. But I do believe that we could potentially see this breakout to the upside. I think 200,000 on this one could be a thing, man. I haven't even looked into the contract, which honestly I probably should. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a little bit. We're seeing a sell-off right now. Let's see how low we go. Okay. Looks like it's getting ready to break out. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of luck we have here. I'm gonna start off with $25. Because I don't know where this is. Okay, this thing's breaking the 50,000 market cap, so this is pretty good, right? If we continue to break this, like if we break 60,000 market cap and hold pretty well, I can almost guarantee you this thing's gonna hit like 100,000 to 150,000 market cap, right? Almost around the $200,000 range. So usually with these tokens, like that's why getting onto these tokens earlier on right here at 23,000 market cap, it's a risk. It's a very high risk. But if you put in like one soul right here, and this thing's, you know, holding where it's at right there, that's already a 3x you would have done. You would have done a 3x, right? So if you have one soul right here and you're up 3 soul, what you do now is you take about, you know, your initial plus you take about 25% of profit, right? Or 50%. So now you might come out of profit with like your initially came out and half a soul, which is more than enough in my opinion, right? Because usually if a token holds around this area, it's usually bullish, right? Not all the time. If it does get sold trending to get callers, the contract doesn't have a lot of holders, which I haven't looked into. If it breaks past 60,000 market cap and it holds pretty well, I could guarantee you it's going to go to 100 or 200,000 market cap before they pull the rug. Typically, these are like these type of devs will go ahead and start dumping at around 200,000 because it's going to be worth it. You know, doing that because they have to invest a lot of money, right? You have to keep that in mind. If the project is still pushing, they have to invest a lot of money for callers, and they have to invest a lot of money for soul trending, deck screener, which is about $600, another $300 or $600 for decks soul trending. So it's money the team has to put in. So in order for them to really make their money, it's when they start making their money around the 200,000 market cap. They're already in profits, but if this is like a pretty good like team, they're gonna go ahead and start dumping at around the 100 to 200,000 market cap. If not now, they're probably going to go ahead and try to shake everybody out. They're going to go ahead and rebuy at some sort of bottom, try to get paper hands out, and then they're going to go ahead and skyrocket if this is bullish, right? So luckily I only put in $25. If this thing does reverse and it does look extremely bullish, then I'm willing to go ahead and put in like about one soul around the 60,000 market cap. Because as I mentioned, that's going to be almost like a guaranteed 150 plus X. But nothing's ever guaranteed in this world, so yeah, that's pretty much it with that. Let's go ahead and read some comments real quick. I appreciate you, Astria. Thank you so much. Stream sniping you. I sold everything at the top. JK. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised, man. A lot of people do that. They freaking stream snipe me. That's why I don't like freaking I don't like trading live anymore. Damn, I should have stayed in. Yeah, luckily I broke even. Luckily I ended up taking my profits in that, right? Astria says, damn, I hate Solana. Rug pull in a few minutes. Yeah, that's just how this space is, you know? Musty, how's it going? I'm new in the crypto space. What can I get in now? Your best bet, man, if you're new into the crypto space, I would want to say welcome to the crypto space. Welcome for the freaking wildest roller coaster in your life. You're going to love and hate the space so much like I do. But I would just say stick to buying your high cap altcoins, bro. Like I don't want to go unless you're like feeling really degenerate. You're like, bro, like I'm like high risk, high reward type of guy. Even then, I wouldn't recommend that behavior just yet. I would just stick to buying like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. Stick to buying these altcoins right here. That's what I would do on your exchanges that you have, whether it's Coinbase, Crypto.com. MEXC, you know, Bybit. I would recommend sticking to spot trading. Do not do any leverage trading. Do not do any meme coin trading. Don't do any of that just yet unless you want to go like straight on like into the trenches. But I wouldn't recommend that, right? Because you are going to easily get wrecked and you're going to hate this space for the rest of your life, and you're probably never going to want to touch this space ever again, right? So my recommendation would be just sticking to your bigger cap altcoins. Bitcoin, depending on how much money you're playing with. If you're playing with like little money, depends what little money is to a lot. You might not make crazy returns, but you're going to be guaranteed to make some money. And I don't like using the word guaranteed because nothing in life is ever guaranteed, right? So, but with that being said, I would recommend the higher cap altcoins. I wouldn't recommend you touching too much of these tokens because they're very volatile. And yes, you're going to be able to make a lot more money. But if you don't know how to play with these tokens, you're going to lose a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this little dip. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a little bit comfortable on this. Hopefully it doesn't wreck me and go against me and somebody snipes me or something. But I just put in another 0.25 SOL. So that's a total of half a SOL that I put into this project, right? That's just because I feel comfortable with this with the setup. I've seen the setup time and over again before it makes new all-time high. Obviously, if this thing goes against my favor, I lose $50, right? But if this thing goes in the direction that I believe this is going to go, especially if they're pushing marketing, which I haven't checked, because the moment I look away, it's probably going to be the moment I get wrecked, right? So I could be doing a 5x with this. So I put in about $50, and I could go ahead and make a 5x out of that if it goes in my favor, right? So I'm willing to go ahead and risk that and I'm just going to leave it as that right now. Typically, you want to always be looking at these charts 24/7, looking at Telegram, looking at the contract before you enter a trade. Look at how many people are buying, how many people are selling. Is there any marketing going on? But I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt that they do. Just because I'm live and I have to go ahead and go to Telegram, and it's too much of a hassle, honestly. But cross my fingers that this thing rockets. We'll come back in a couple hours to this, but yeah, I would just recommend just go on your top exchanges, man. Don't just buy Solana, buy Bitcoin, dollar cost average, and that'd be your best bet into the space. Because if you start getting into these riskier assets, there's a higher chance you're going to be out of the game, and you're not gonna want to hear about crypto ever again in your life after you lose a lot of money with what we're doing. Not saying you can't lose money buying, you know, the top tokens either. You can 100%, but the chances of, you know, doing that, like if you buy Bitcoin right now, dollar cost average, and it goes down like $30,000, that's not that bad of a drop, right? Like it's pretty bad. It's not like it's not unheard of actually, yes, it is unheard of an investment dumping that much. But like even if Bitcoin dumps, like worst comes to worst, like you buy some Bitcoin right now, let's say you put in a couple $1,000s of Bitcoin and you buy in right now, which I wouldn't recommend you to do that. But if you really want to be in this market, I would have put in like, let's say a few hundred to a few $1,000s. Like worst comes to worst, if Bitcoin does crash, let's say Bitcoin was to crash right here where we're at right now, worst comes to worst, Bitcoin will dump to this level and you'll see a 20% retracement on your portfolio. So you'll be at a 20% loss. And you just dollar cost average, you just buy more. But in the long term, Bitcoin's going to go ahead and hit $80,000 to $140,000 in my opinion. So, you know, if you go ahead and do that, you're talking about the returns are not going to be too crazy either. I don't want to overhype it up, but you know, even if you were to buy, you know, a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s of Bitcoin in the next year and a half to a year, you'll be getting about a 1x on your investments. At the max, a 2x on Bitcoin, right? So it can mean a lot of money. It can't. Maybe if you're playing with $1 million, a 1x in like a year and a half, it's not bad at all, man. Tell me about another investment that gives you $1 million in return in like almost a year, right? Not many, but that is a lot riskier, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion right now in the space. How's MMG looking? Let's go ahead and take a look at MMG, man. You're right. I completely forgot about that. I apologize. When I get in my zone, I completely forget about a lot of things, especially when I'm this exhausted and tired. MMG's down about 3% today. We are approaching that 1 million market cap, so $11,000 in volume. It's climbing up pretty well. And the fact that they have that kind of holder account, it's pretty bullish to go ahead and see this kind of action that we've been seeing on MMG. I know you've been talking about MMG for a while, man. This thing has done over an 18 freaking X. Like, that's insane. Almost a 20x. So like even a lot of these tokens are guaranteed a 18x of your investment, but all it takes is time, right? So if you're willing to go ahead and have patience and time, then it's good. Dude, of course when I bought freaking Pepe, this thing dumps. Like I bought it at like what, 1.6, I think it was 1.60 mil, and it's at 1.45 right now. Like of course as soon as I freaking buy, this thing dumps, dude. It's always a case. I should have waited. I'm probably already down like 30% on my investment on this. I think what I got to stop doing is listening to everybody who's giving me financial advice on my live stream. That's freaking funny, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out Marvin. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a video about Marvin today as well. They're up about 28% though, so that's pretty cool to see. They have also been pumping quite a bit these last couple of days. We do see, I think they did a little bit over an 8x, so they are getting ready for another pump. It says 3x, but I could have sworn I thought it was a little bit over an 8x from this bottom to this top. A 5x, I guess, a 5x. But yeah, this thing's doing a really bullish pattern in my opinion. Take this with a grain of salt with meme tokens, but this is a double bottom with some sort of cup and handle pattern getting ready to explode, right? So I do expect Marvin to be towards the 1 million market cap and above, right? With these Ethereum tokens, as Ethereum pumps, typically we see a lot of volatility coming into the space of the meme coins on ETH, right? So really bullish project, really bullish community. As I mentioned, I'm not a financial advisor. Mr. Dot, you're funny, dude. The Marvin community ended up donating food to a a dog shelter in the Philippines, which you could actually go ahead and see. So this is really cool. The community came together with some funds and actually went ahead and did that donation. So it's really cool how they're supporting dogs and the whole entire narrative. If you don't know who Marvin is one of Elon's dogs. And this is the reason why this community is very bullish. You know, my dog Marvin woke me up at 5 a.m. to go outside. So the developer, the original dev, I think ended up dumping on the community and ended up leaving it. So it's a community-driven project now. So the community has been working on this and investing on this to push the project moving forward, right? So really cool on that. So definitely go ahead and check out Marvin. Very bullish, and I will be making a video on them today. I believe it's, yeah, today I'm going to be making a video on Marvin to go ahead and see how that's going. Let's go ahead and see how SpongeBob is doing. SpongeBob is doing pretty bad, bro. Like, this is usually not a good sign. You know, it's kind of consolidating for a little too long. If we see this lose this area of support below 31,000, it's not going to look too good. We need this volume to pick up a bit. But if this is a bullish narrative, this thing's gonna go ahead and break past 100,000. Usually when you see this, it's usually sometimes a good sign, right? Because it hasn't rug pulled yet. Yet, I guess that's bullish, right? Not getting rug pulled yet, it's bullish. Yeah, dude, as soon as I freaking put my Pepe investment, 24%, bro. Like, you can't make this thing up. Like, straight up. Momentum, I'm gonna get rid of momentum, man. That's good. Camel, 25%. How is Camel doing, dude? This thing rug pulled too? Yeah, they did rug pull. Luckily, I took my profits on Camel. Yeah, so welcome to the space of Solana, man, where you freaking instantly buy and you instantly lose money, bro. Like, you can't make this thing up, bro. Like, you really can't. Like, as soon as you buy, you freaking start losing money. But with that being said, I hope all of you have a wonderful day today. I don't think we talked about what we were supposed to talk about. I got a little sidetracked as usual. But yeah, we'll see how the market moves later on today. We didn't take a look at the fear and greed chart, so let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed chart. Fear and greed is at right now, it's at a greed. The next hour update will be in about an hour. With that being said, take a look at crypto bubbles. We are seeing a lot of these altcoins slightly pump. So if you are looking to go ahead and leverage onto some of these positions, check out BingX and MEXC. Both of these platforms are non-KYC, and check out NordVPN offering 69% off. So if any of you are looking to go ahead and show me any more tokens, let me know down below. But with that being said, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch all of you later on today. If not, go ahead and check me out on Paw World. I will be with the community there shilling, because that's what I've been doing these last couple of days. So it feels like Friday, man. It feels like Friday for me. It's Thursday today, so hopefully this market starts to pick up a little bit more, right? We are seeing a little bit more movement in the market, but this week has been really freaking slow. So I hope, you know, the market picks up, and I hope all of you